on Ron Max. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, usually I have to reset on Ron Max. Resetting on Leech, and I am not playing good. And unfortunately, I can't even blame like, oh, a blah blah computer or whatever, because I'm just not. This is entirely my fault. Like, there's no real RNG to this thing, other than how many headbutts Ron Max is gonna do. Like, the hitboxes, as bullshit as they are, they're fair. Like, there's not. Here we go. And for all the unfairness that the computer has, the player themselves has a level of unfairness that is almost unparalleled. Because you can abuse the Z plane essentially to just break the AI. They'll just stop stack, and sometimes the AI will just stop stacking for no reason. Or you know, there's also the AI will also never grab a box, so. And boxes do very good damage, and more importantly, they're projectiles. You can attack at almost full screen length with them. Full screen is just not going to happen. I'm going to lose some time on this split, but because as I said before, my Ben Smith fight is my first Ben Smith fight is just good. Like 5 seconds, 128. Not exactly like a bad time, but let's just say that if I wanted to, if it was really like a really big speed run or something, oh god. Every time you see me do a regular punch, I fucked up. Like, every time you see me do a regular punch, that is not what's supposed to happen. I just missed my input. I'm actually coming up to 10 attempts on this thing. Ugh. To be fair, there are more attempts. One of the things... Oh god. I'm gonna play safe. Screw it. Oh god. Did this thing actually wake up and decide it actually wanted to be on Artist or something? Because that's the first... I lost a round to Lick Joe? What in the actual hell? Speaking of things that are not supposed to happen, that! Whatever, do it for the 1cc. If I really want to improve on the time, I'll do it later. I just want the 1cc's first. Yeah. That's how much... if you're looking at... Whoever's watching this, if you're looking at the time right now, that is how much time losing a single round can get you. And... that's just the reality of it. So essentially, a speedrun of this would actually have to win every single round. Like, you lose a round, you essentially you reset. Ideally, what you want to do for this fight is, as you can see, whenever I press kick, 2 different attacks come out, either the front kick or the side kick. What you want to do is use the side. The first attack is going to do is the side kick. Oh, maybe if I split, that would help. You want the side kick to come out because that's the one that has the most reach. But the front kick is mostly there so that when the bear moves forward, you hit it with the front kick so that your sidekick is now buffered, because it works as a binary thing. Either you have the sidekick loaded or you don't. And whatever attack you don't have loaded, that's the one you're gonna perform after you perform the first. After you perform the attack. It's really alternative, and it's not just Bad Blue that has that, it's across the entire game. Example, Li Chen actually has his special ability on Punch work like that. I mean, and by that I mean the one you press with attack and jump, and not the double tap. The double tap is a really bad headbutt, and hopefully I'll get to show it to you today. Alright. As much as I'd like to say, oh yeah, I'm totally concentrating on this, I'm really not. Here we go. And that's why I went with Punch Strats. The ability to just come back from getting a beatdown so bad is, simply put, not negligible. It's also why I can go past Ron Max pretty easily. Of course, I say that and he's beating my ass. But bear in mind, Ron Max is a boss character who's supposed to hit really, really hard, and I'd almost match all the damage he done with 2 uppercuts. One of the things I found worked well against Ron Max with all characters was essentially a kind of a shimmy thing, where you walk forward, walk backward a bit. You've probably seen this if you watch some Street Fighter V. I've on the wake, like on Meaty, some people will actually walk forward to fake the throw, bait the tech, and just punish that. Often referred to as a shimmy. There we go. One of the advantages of the headbutt is actually that it's going to eventually he'll cross you up, and that's actually fortune for you. Okay, let's make one thing clear, Bat. Don't pick up boxes when you're getting your ass beat, please. And for those of you wondering, it's not like a bad input or anything. It's because I was backing up, and since the box was in the way, and I was trying to uppercut, the game interpreted that as an input as, oh, he wants to pick up the box, when I actually just want to uppercut. So box picking, it goes over any pretty much input that you can do. That is unfortunate, but it still didn't make Ron Max stop me this time, so I am going to take it. I think I lost a round to Tony Wan, so if I actually make up the time there, I can actually make up the time there for you if I really want to. Alright, the Tiger. Same strategy, except that you really want to go in on Tiger because the knee doesn't react well to the knee. As you can see here, like, he's already in the red. So am I, but, you know. And that's it. Here we go. Once you get that clear, you're in business. And now the last boss. Alright, that was a goal. That was a goal. So yeah, notice how much time I've lost, and sub 10 is possible, but as I said, you have to win every single round very decisively. Oh yeah, this is essentially Asian. For those of you who have never seen Tony Wan, he doesn't look much, but he's pretty much Asian Mr. T, except that he does the Chun-Li kicks. And he's an extremely tough bastard. He doesn't lose a lot of health on anything, even with the uppercuts. Like, he's got health worthy of a final boss. There's at least that. Even though they kind of nerfed his attacks. Like, as you can see, like, his punches are not very good. Wow, I need to really stop sucking right now. That would really help me in beating this guy. You can also do it the safe way like this, but you do so little damage that if he hits you once, you're done. But it helps in keeping him at bay, at least. So if you don't like his current AI setup, you can always do the double kick, and that'll actually like change his AI a bit. One of the things I want to experiment on is letting the knockdown value expire, then going in for another uppercut. That would probably make it interesting. It would make it interesting, but then you'd have to gauge whether or not you want the security of a knockdown, or you want just like the damage. Because you can't hit them while they're down. RNG block. That is unfortunate, but hey, he killed his own hoe. Yeah, another feature they took from this. Some people said they took this from Pit Fighter. I wouldn't know. I've never played Pit Fighter, nor do I want to, even though it's fairly similar to this. Is essentially there's people coming into the stage just want to beat your ass, and well, that's unfortunately they kind of look like sex workers. But that was those years, and that is the run. I split the final split on You Again to Victory Again. Here you go. So yeah, we again to Victory Again. That is the Bat Blue 1cc. Since this is done, I'll reward myself with a coffee, and then we're gonna start working on